This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co.
What's up guys, this is Coach Nani from Elevate Yourself, where we create unique content about volleyball, training, coaching, and HAIKYUU. Welcome to my volleyball coach reaction to the HAIKYUU manga volume 1 part 2. Make sure you watch my last video from part 1 where you get my very first reaction to reading the manga, and also watch my reaction to the anime from all 4 seasons linked below. Thank you for all of your feedback and background info from the first video. I did not know it's the 10th year anniversary of the HAIKYUU manga. Is the company doing anything interesting for the 10-year anniversary? Let me know in the comments below. I know there are many volumes to the HAIKYUU manga, so I'll try to make my reaction videos more fast-paced and include mainly the highlights and interesting moments. Now let's get this HAIKYUU party started.
Tumph, tumph. The king of the court, Tobio Kageyama. Now we talked about different illustration techniques, and here this is where the sharp lines really make a difference, and trying to communicate Kageyama's boldness and confidence and just his presence with very, very aggressive thick lines around the corner. And even the shadows here are very bold. Glare, flinch. What the heck? Geez, that was scary. That's probably Kageyama just walking through the crowd. Just like, get out of my way. So what's up with that king guy? I don't know how he wound up with the nickname, but he's supposed to be really good. Man, every facial expression when Kageyama is just irritated. Tumph, tumph. He's got great instincts for the game and is a monster setter. He's an elite on-court leader. Wow. I would disagree with that. Interesting that part of his reputation is a leader, and your best players aren't always the best leaders. Actually, that's rarely the case, even in the professional level. Isn't it almost time, Sho-chan? Huh? Oh, yeah. Shoyo, don't clam up. You being quiet makes me uneasy. Huh? I can understand being nervous though. Man, there's a lot of pressure on Kageyama. But, what do I usually talk about again? Grip. Get it together, man. Whirl. What the heck? Bam, bam, bam. So that's the crowd just making tons of noise. Dun. Kita ichi. Dun. Bam, bam. Kita ichi. Or actually, the way I've heard that the Japanese sports teams yell, it's like very high pitch and it's very staccato. Kita ichi. Kita ichi. Kita ichi. Something like that. They're huge. They're scary. Gong. They're our opponents. Are they really middle schoolers? The heck, we'll be fine. That's Hinata trying to keep his team calm. I have complete faith in my jumping skills. It doesn't matter how tall the other team is. I'll jump up and spike the ball right over them. You can jump surprisingly high, Sho-chan. For once, you actually look reliable. So now he's getting into this power pose of confidence. And there's 2 power poses that we try to teach in the psychology of sports. It's standing tall with hands over your head or hands near your head, and the second power pose is crouched over, hands down. And doing those poses actually makes a difference in your confidence as an athlete. So make sure you practice your power poses, because body language can actually make you feel certain ways depending on what you train your body to do in pressure moments. But I gotta go to the bathroom first. Yes, he's gotta go vomit first. Again? Hey, we're up against who now? Yukikaoka Middle School? Never heard of them. Yeah, did you see how few of them there are? They don't even have a libero, which is the passing specialist. Heck, half of them look like elementary kids. Nah, they're all first years. Close enough. How the heck do you think they could stand up against us? Hey you, don't count us out yet. And I love that Hinata's still kind of hunched over. I remember that scene where he's like, I'm gonna beat you, but not really that confident because his stomach is hurting. You'd better be ready. And as soon as my gut feels better, I'm gonna go out on that court and thrash you. The best way to trash talk is with an upset stomach. Oh really? We'll look forward to it. See, he's an elementary kid. You idiot. Look, he's got the captain patch. He's their captain. They're making fun of me. Lo and behold, 4 seasons later, he's gonna crush all these kids. Yo, second years. This is where I first respected Kageyama. Let's read. Exclamation mark. Ooh, let's look at this musculature. So we're gonna talk about what makes an explosive athlete. How do people just naturally jump higher? There is some physiological traits that people are luckily born with. So people who jump really high tend to have a small, short calf muscle. And the reason why is because it forces the body to develop a longer Achilles tendon, and your tendons are where you store the most elastic energy. In other words, that's where you get your springiness, and that's essentially the longer your rubber band, the more you can contract and elongate and snap back, which allows you to propel off the ground faster. So contrary to popular belief, people who have huge calves actually are the opposite. They actually jump lower because they have a shorter Achilles tendon. And yes, muscle does produce force, which helps you move in a direction. But if you're not moving in that direction with a high enough speed, you're not going to get off the ground very fast, which means you're going to jump lower. That's why people who just simply squat a lot of weight but don't do any speed training can be really strong but not jump very high. I'm curious if Furodate, am I saying the name correctly? If he purposely illustrated Kageyama's body type to be the standard body type because that's what he notices about other explosive players, or is this just a cool anime looking leg here? Official warm-ups are starting. Get your butts moving. Tobio Kageyama, Kitagawa Daiichi Middle School's 3rd year. I love these little introductions here. Crap, it's Kageyama-san. Sorry, we'll finish up right now. Glance at Hinata. Hurry up, we've got to fill 2 more bottles. Yeah, but are we really going to need that much, especially against that team? Ho ho, this is where if you don't take every team as seriously as the toughest team, that's when you're most vulnerable to lose. We just learned this lesson from the girls volleyball team that I coach. Huh? Ha ha ha, you've got a point, man. And then Kageyama's just boiling inside, waiting to say something. Hinata says, hey, you 3, none of you even managed to earn a spot on the bench. Ooh, you're not even good enough to be on the bench. And you think you're good enough to talk smack about our opponent? Quit slinging the school's rep around like it's your own. Oh, this is so true. I coached at Mishisazi High School since 2005, so 13 years, and I built that program to be pretty good. And towards the last couple years, it just felt like the players we were getting felt entitled to be good without actually having to work hard to be good, because just because they wore the Mission San Jose High School Warrior Volleyball shirt, they felt like, oh, we're good because we're part of this reputation in the program. Not knowing that every year you got to re-earn that reputation. You can't claim the success of last year. All you have to claim is whatever you do this year. And that's partly why I left that school to coach at Monroe Catholic now. It just felt like there was this entitlement, and they were taking the program that we were building for them for granted. Luckily at Monroe, it's a lot different. The athletes are truly appreciating the values that we're trying to teach them and the culture and the program we're trying to build. And I even had a hard talk with our seniors at the beginning of the season. I told them that even though we had a successful season last year, they had nothing to do with it. Even though all 4 seniors were on the team last year and actually played pretty well last year. The reason why I say really intense statements like that is because I want to make them think. And I asked them, what do you think I mean by that? And fortunately, some of the players, the senior group, said that this means that last year is last year. It's over. We can't claim anything. Nothing that happened last year has anything to do with this year. And this year we have to create our own success. And they did. I'm really proud of our seniors this year. They did. Because at the end of the season, we weren't supposed to qualify for our playoffs because we weren't doing that well in the first half of the season. And we played really well during the last 3 weeks. And we squeezed in a spot, earned our playoffs, and they earned it. They earned some amazing wins during the last part of our season. And I told them, congratulations, you can claim everything about the season. And no one else can from last year or next year. This is your year to claim. Darn, I can't let him take control. Well, I was just about to tell them off too. Glance. Guys who don't watch their health shouldn't talk big either. That's why you get made fun of. Man, I love it. Kageyama's just he's just dropping truth bombs. Hey, girl. It's common sense to make sure you're completely prepared for everything before a tournament. Why are you even here? So you can have some fun memories of your last year? Kageyama's my kind of guy. He's constantly challenging people to think about why they're here, because don't be there to waste your time or other people's time. If you're going to be there, you got to be there. Doesn't mean you have to be the best player, but he's talking about being invested in what you're doing. Don't just have fun with this precious opportunity to play volleyball. I'm here to win. Another great technique for emphasis and emotion is kind of this glowing frizz technique here. Ha! You say that like it's easy. This is volleyball. Do you even understand how critical height is to this sport? I know I'm not very tall, but that doesn't matter. I can fly. There's no such thing as a match that's decided before it even starts. As long as you don't give up. Not giving up is easier said than done. I love that Hinata's not backing down, and I think this is where Kageyama starts to respect Hinata just a little bit. He's used to everyone cowering in his shadow, but now he has a chance to talk to someone that's willing to challenge him and butt heads with him and challenge his ideology. You'll learn that in our match. Finally, I finally have 6 people together. I can finally play a real game on a real court. Huh? The first round, the second round, my team's gonna win and keep winning. We're gonna win and play a ton of games. Enough to make up for all the ones I couldn't play before. That kind of makes me sad, because when people want to play volleyball and they're so passionate about it, and I see all these comments where people live in these countries or cities where they just don't have a lot of volleyball opportunities. I feel for you, man. And that's why HAIKYUU is so important, because it gives people hope that I can still be a great volleyball player even though I don't get a lot of opportunities when I was younger, or maybe don't have a lot of opportunities now. In the first round and the second round and the finals, and all the way to the nationals. Ho makes Kageyama spin around. You don't say nationals very lightly. Doom. I'm going to be the one who wins and gets to stay on the court. Stare down. I like how for the stare down they chose different halves of each face. And look at this intensity, the downward eye angle. That's how you show like meanness, intensity. Shochan, what are you doing pissing off scary guys like him? I thought you were going to the bathroom. Izumin, come on, we're going back. What about your queasy gut? It got better, huh? Still that guy you were talking to, he seemed, I don't know, different from all the other guys. How? Just about everybody here has totally blown us off. Except him. He took you seriously. Wow, so Izumin is even recognizing that Kageyama does not take anyone lightly. That's a true sign of a champion. Not their skill level. That is part of it. But it's the mindset. Notice that Kageyama doesn't take anyone lightly. And the moment you relax, the moment you lose focus, the moment you think you're already better than the team that you have not beat yet, even though on paper you should beat them, you're most susceptible to your own arrogance, which will lead to a loss. Because then you open up a crack in your defense and you start not trying, you give the other team confidence, momentum, then they come back and beat you. Happens all the time in sports. These are cool scenes of just the ball's warming up. I'm so used to seeing it being animated, but to see still images and all this movement here. Oh, okay. So he's their setter. What's a setter? He's the guy who tosses the ball up and sets it up for the spiker. This is more great instruction, bump set spike. Man, look at him. He's putting that ball wherever he wants. This is a great shot here, an overhead behind the head shot, and they start off with these really young style volleyballs here. Tup. I don't know if tup would be the word. I think maybe like FTS, FST when you're making it. Let's see. Tell me what sound you think the volleyball makes. Is that a tup sound? Let me know in the comments. Even though he's only touching the ball for an instant, I have no idea where he's going to send it to next. No fair, he's actually good. Is that Hinata saying he's actually good? Your timing is way off. Now we got the king coming out, demanding more from his team. How many times do I have to tell you? You have to move faster for a quick set. Sorry. Yikes. He's good, but I don't think I want to be on his team. Me neither. Kageyama. Don't just rely on speed. The important part isn't your personal skill. It's making the ball easy for your spiker to hit. Understood? I want to learn more about this coach because what was coaching Kageyama like at an early age? And was Kageyama just so stubborn that he wasn't willing to listen to a good coach? Or did the coach allow Kageyama to be the king and didn't enforce enough structure or consequences to shape Kageyama?
Now it's time for our halftime snack time from our video sponsors, Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co., which are monthly subscription services where you get authentic Japanese snacks delivered straight to your door. First, we'll try some snacks from a more modern selection of Japanese snacks from Tokyo Treat.
This month's Tokyo Treat theme is Santa's Snack Fest. We're celebrating the most wonderful time of the year with a Christmas limited edition box design. We'd like to bring you a taste of what Christmas is like in Japan with this Santa's Snack Fest box. Enjoy the Kit Kat milk tea, Pocky winter caramel, Togari Christmas corn chips, and many more.
We always have to try their new Kit Kat flavors every month. I love milk tea. This is different than the Chinese milk tea and still tastes just as delicious. Very creamy, very crunchy, got a subtle tea flavor. Now for a classic snack, Pocky. Caramel flavor, Japanese lightsaber. Wow, that's a really nice, strong caramel flavor. Definitely soaked in that malty, oozy, a little bit toasted too. Now for some chips. These are so cute, look at these. These are the corn chips, salty, almost like an onion flavor. Got a deep onion flavor. Now we'll try some snacks from a more traditional selection from Sakura Co. I love strawberry, a nice powdered texture on the outside. Super crunchy. Got a little bit of nuttiness. Wow, this is super yummy. If you like that candy strawberry flavor, you're gonna love this. I'm in a fruity mood, so we're gonna try some lemon. Very interesting. Curious what's inside here. Wow, I've never had a snack like this. I don't know if I'm supposed to eat it straight up or boil this in some water. It's like a bean paste. Now this lemon flavor isn't as strong as the strawberry, which is nice because you get to enjoy whatever pasty bean texture and bean flavor this is. And I know this would pair really well with some hot tea. And every month you get a different type of tea from Sakura Co. For this month's kitchenware is the furoshiki wrapping cloth. And I believe you're supposed to wrap around a box. Well, let's see what it looks like, because this design, wow, this is beautiful. So this is great for storing or a gift. I'm wrapping the Sakura box in the furoshiki cloth. Another great holiday gift. If you want to try your own delicious Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co snacks, then use my discount code and link in the description box below to get $5 off your first order. And for the month of December, you'll be entered into a free giveaway for a free trip to Japan. So take advantage of this month's giveaway.
This month's Sakura Co theme is Tochigi Tradition. We're partnering with the Tochigi local government, a Japanese prefecture that is famous for its breathtaking mountains and waterfalls, and you can find over 600 onsens to keep you warm, especially during this winter season in Japan. We would like to invite you to try Tochigi's local delicacies like Tochigi Lemon Yokan and Tochigi's specialty sweet strawberry tiramisu biscuit. All snacks pair well with special sencha tea. This month's kitchenware is furoshiki, a wrapping cloth. Finally, it's really about to start. Beep beep. Oh, that's the whistle. Beep beep. Thank you for the game. Oh, they're just getting started. Daiichi-san, Suga-san, yes, they're here. One of them's got some energy. They're scouting for next year's recruiting class. High schoolers? Looks like it. So why are we bothering with a middle school tourney again? I want to watch the king of the court play. King? Oh, funny thing is they're actually going there to watch Kageyama more so than the future middle schoolers that are going to feed into their high school. Yeah, Kitagawa Daiichi setter Kageyama. He's wearing the number 2 jersey. Not only are his sets precise and on point, he's also great at blocking and serving. Basically, he can score a lot of points on his own. He is a talented player. Add to that superior athleticism and natural instinct for the game, and he's a king who rules the court. We may have to face him starting next year. And this is where I remember that Kageyama was supposed to go to another school, but he got rejected. Looks like a jerk. Haha. Who knows? That's all just a rumor. I don't know where he really got that name. Still, who are those poor kids playing against the king? That height difference makes it look like elementary kids playing high schoolers. Tweet. Fweep. I think tweet might be a more... Actually, fweep. Tweep. I got a whistle here. I got an electronic whistle. Actually, no, let's do a real whistle. Let's see. Get it, Shochan! Man, look at this intense angle and this beautifully illustrated in extreme perspective of the hand. You see how the fingers are not just like this. When you draw things too patterned and predictable, it looks robotic, but you see how some of the fingers are not fully exactly the same. That's how you get that organic feel. And we have the looseness of the shirt here. These energy lines coming back. Everyone's focusing on the ball. Whoosh, like he's just jumping up. He's like a little giant. I wonder who's saying that. Is that the audience? Creak. That is what I heard the announcer shout over the TV. So small. Live from the National Spring High School Tournament. Every spring, there's a big high school volleyball tournament. When I watched the TV broadcast back then, I saw a short, black-clad athlete playing for a high school named after crows, flying around the court, scoring point after point. To someone like me who's always at the front when lining up by height, the nickname Little Giant really struck a chord and gave him hope. I didn't really understand volleyball or its rules back then, but I stood there entranced, watching that small athlete play, and I couldn't help but think, man, it would be cool if I could be like that someday. That's how you know that the Little Giant's performance was greater than volleyball, that if it inspired someone who doesn't know anything about volleyball, that there's hope for short people to be good at something and amazing at something. That's great. That's partly why I have the Elevate Yourself channel. I want to inspire people that even if you're not born with incredible athleticism, you can still achieve great success if you really work hard for it. Shochan, come on! Somebody else will get the field before us. I love lots of sports like baseball, basketball, and soccer. But with the sights of that small athlete burned into my brain, I decided to play volleyball when I got to middle school. But, really? I'd be the only member? Okay, so this is a flashback. Yep, that club kept getting smaller by the year, you know. Oh, and it's a boys volleyball appreciation club, not a full team. What will you do? Want to apply for a different club? Or do you want to join the girls team instead? No, thank you. I'll run the club myself. Oh, I'm going to become a little giant, the corner of the gym. Doink, doink, the corner of the field. Who's that? Hey, look out. Even the halls, I practice anywhere I could. Hey, Chan, are you done with your club? Come practice with me. What, again? Quit ambushing me. I started on a whim and kept going out of stubbornness, the power of just simply not giving up. At first, that's all it was, but little by little, the one success and every 100 failures grew to be more and more fun. Have you had enough yet? Let's quit. My arms hurt. The ball doesn't go where I want it to go anymore. Poor guy. For those who are trying to pursue greatness, it is not possible to avoid haters and people that are going to just question what you're doing, and you have to just block them out. People who want to achieve great things will do anything to get there. That even means embarrassing things. But people who don't share that same mindset and drive will never understand you. So you just have to keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna laugh at them later, 4 years later, when you achieve your success and they're still in the exact same place in their life. Izumin, you're on break, right? Come set for me. Shochan, huh? Set what? No way, I've never done any of that before. Just toss it. That's all you have to do. I want to practice spiking, but I can't do that by myself. I'll help you with your free practice again. But upperclassmen are watching. Gather around. Plunk plunk. I'm surprised you keep practicing even though you can't play in any games or anything. Hey, I'll be able to play in real games someday. I'll get people together and make a full team. Man, even though Hinata doesn't even know how to play volleyball, this technique is a little too perfect. Shoulders shrug forward, thumbs together, platform in front of his knees. That's a little too perfect for a beginner. Everybody's turned me down so far, but next time for sure. So, Koji, want to join? How many times do I have to say no? Then, in the spring of my 3rd year of middle school, fast forward. Huh? First years? And there's 3 of them? Ta-da! Here. Club sign-up form. I can hear that gentle piano music. Terrible singer, by the way. But kind of when they're in the school and just nostalgic music, I can hear that music playing. Thank you. Hinata, why are you crying? You look like you're bawling to me. 2 more people. Like I said, if you start from nothing, everything is great to you. If I can just beg, I could just get 2 more people to help out. Then finally, steak. Shochan, do it! Bop. Toom, toom, like he's about to jump. Those last 2 steps of your jump are so critical. And I love this. Kageyama is studying Hinata intently, not underestimating him, like a true champion. Whoosh. Legs back. Man, love this flowy style of illustration. Shadows, elongated limbs. Whoa, go! He flew? So that wasn't a bluff. Okay, Kageyama's into it. He's recognizing that this is a serious athlete here. Watch for the cross. Bam, bam. That's exactly what it sounds like when you spike it so hard into the block and you get blocked straight down. It does two thud noises before you land. This is an incredible poster. I would hang this up in my wall right here. Triple block in middle school. Not sure how often you're gonna see that. Huh? Ouch, they got him. Still was an impressive jump. Shochan, it's okay. Don't let it get to you. Nah, sorry I botched it. You got the ball up for me and everything. I'll nail it next time. Front. Nice cover! Okay, 7 to 22. Yikes, the more I watch, the more I pity those poor kids. The wall is back. It seems even taller than before. I can't see the other side at all. But bam! Gah, stuffed again. Still, that little number 1 sure is flying all over the place, even though he sucks at a lot of stuff. That must be Tanaka. Man, if only he was taller. Yeah, even at that height, number 1 could still be way more effective. Yeah, if Yuki Gaoka had a proper setter. He was doing an impressive job of holding together that team of rookies all by himself. Kageyama is surrounded by decent talent, but he's not making the best use of his team. Interesting that they draw the comparison. They see how Kageyama's limitation is his ability to make his team better, not necessarily his setting. And another interesting observation about Hinata is, as a coach, I watch for how people respond to their mistakes more so than their current skill level. Because someone that can keep trying even after difficult mistakes is going to go much further than someone who's really skilled but then mentally breaks down after a mistake. It's almost as if he's out there on the court playing the game by himself. Ugh. Move faster! Itch! Jeez. There he goes demanding the impossible again. Sheesh. The other guys can't block for crap, you know. What's the point in getting so wound up over it? Whee! Then how long are you two going to wait to get serious about it? The finals! Quit it. The game's still on. Boom. Oops. Yes, another ace serve. No one can save that. Not yet. And I love that Kageyama's not losing focus even though Hinata's team just shanked the ball. Wow, no way anybody can catch that. It still hasn't touched the ground. It still hasn't touched the ground. I love that motto. One thing we always teach our players is you have to hit the ground before the ball does, no matter what. Almost. Oh, look at those fingers just pointing forward. Great illustration. Doink, doink, splat. Ow, that had to hurt. He just doesn't give up, does he? He almost. The fact that Kageyama does recognize his effort and he almost touched that. It's Kitagawa Daiichi's match point. Yukigaoka is teetering on the brink of defeat. Captain, it would be really bad if you got hurt. And to be blunt, we aren't going to win this game. So why are you going so far to, huh? We haven't lost yet, right? Twitch, shiver, and Kageyama senses that not giving him attitude from him. Whee! He's right, it's that simple. No matter how impossible it looks, there's only one reason to keep chasing the ball. Ball's up. Touch the ground yet. Shochan! Why keep fighting even when I'm hopelessly outmatched? One reason. Because I haven't lost yet. Yeah, there's no way I could get that. Chase it down. Huh? Sorry. Yeesh. Got more sand in your shoes than usual today. The game isn't over yet. Quit slacking off. You can say that Kageyama is a little too intense, but these are very appropriate demands. People just giving up. Can't stand that. Are you the coach now? Yeah, but check the score. Those scrubs aren't pulling off a miraculous comeback. That last point wasn't a miracle. It was taken. He stole it. A point from us. Well, yeah, that's true, I guess. As long as you don't give up. He meant every word of that. Yukigaoka's number one is giving it his all, but they're still on the brink. Well, Yukigaoka, now what will you do? Let's serve. Get it before it falls. Free ball, Izumi-san. Yeah. Shochan, here. Oh, this is where he sets the accidental back quick set. Oops. Oh crap, I just brushed it. There isn't anyone over there. A botched set? No fault for dribbling, even with 2 touches? Oh, they did such a good job translating this image into the anime. Look at this detail. All the lines going in one direction. Another great technique. When you shade, try to shade in one direction to create movement. Look at this beautiful shadow here from the arm. Light casted, man. An amazing image. Loose arm, ball floating, and look at this guy, a little bit lighter because it's not as important. And this cut scene from Kageyama watching and trying to track Hinata. These eyes, laser focused. All it took was one single blink. He was there on the left. I had him marked. So why? Why is he suddenly on the right? Thump. Tumbling. Gosh, Shochan. Oh wow. Shorty really hit that? I'm kind of shocked. That was one crazy match. Shochan, are you okay? Out call. My spike landed out of bounds. Whee! Game over. Set score 2-0. Winner, Kitagawa Daiichi Middle School. That last one was so close. Yeah, but look. Check out the Kitagawa kids. They sure don't look like a team that just crushed its opponent in back-to-back sets. That jump from that awkward position, off his back foot no less. I could only just follow with my eyes. That one spike was just a fluke. Right, that was completely on the setter for screwing up, but there's no way he planned the quick set. That's the power of being ready. Despite that, he still hit it. Does he have the reflexes to react to that kind of set? Shochan, we should line up. Toomp. Great athleticism, quick reflexes, excellent ball control, excellent control of his body, and an unflagging drive to win. If he has all that, man, he's already getting respect from Kageyama. You! What the heck have you been doing this last 3 years? What did you say? Don't, man. It was my first and only official game in middle school. I love how they illustrated the sweat. You see how Hinata's hair is usually up and now it's kind of drooping down after the game. Total time spent on the court. No way, I've never done that before. He's just having flashbacks. A mere 31 minutes. That's a fast game. Afterwards, I finally learned his name. Tobio Kageyama, the king of the court. Well, we did what we could. I mean, the team we played is a favorite to make nationals. We had bad luck, that's all. Trump. I think that's just them walking with heavy bags. That doesn't matter. Even if the other team is really good or really bad, we still have only two options to win or lose. If we lose, we can't stay on the court anymore. Shochan dash. You! If you really are the king who rules the court. Remember how we talked about how shadow or hair covering the eyes communicates intensity? Then someday I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna be the one who gets to stay on the court longer than anyone else. The tears from Hinata's face coming out. Huge teardrops here. Look at those furry lines. Stress. Love this illustration here. Only the winners get to stay on the court. Only the best. If you want to win, then get stronger, get better. Challenging him. Man, I can't believe an entire hour passed by. I was really into this, and I don't know where I started coming out like I was one of the characters or voiceover for the anime, but I had a lot of fun, and I just read through 53 pages.
If you've been enjoying my videos, please consider supporting Elevate Yourself by leaving a super thanks comment, signing up for my Patreon, where you receive early access to my HAIKYUU videos, or you can like this video and share it with all of your friends.